Researcher Douglas Stone analyzed communication breakdowns in married couples. Stay with me now. They observed in his research a common trend, and almost every spousal conflict had this ingredient. The two people simply didn't listen very well to each other. One person would raise an issue, the other person would raise their issue, and whatever they had on their mind was more important than hearing what the other person had as a concern. So psychologists have a name for all this. It's called switch tracking. So it's easy to fall into this, especially in a sales conversation. So when we're burning to speak or to say our piece, maybe change the topic, it can leave prospects sort of in the lurch, wondering whether we even heard them or understood their concerns. So we can demonstrate to the buyer or the speaker that we've heard them. So try this. When you're talking to your prospect, you'll get the best results, not by telling what they need, but by helping them feel heard, and even more importantly, understood. So there's a couple of things you can do to practice listening, and what the experts call active listening, which you may have heard of. Show them you hear them. So if you're speaking with your prospect in person, nod, maintain eye contact, be authentic, be really interested. If you're speaking over the phone, you can give some verbal clues that you're listening by saying, okay, or that makes sense, or let me make sure I understand. Or could you give me an example, Mr. Buyer? So, and then the second thing is you can summarize what they said without being too robotic about it. When you respond to their words, take a moment to summarize a little bit. And I always like to say, I want to make sure I understand. And what I'm hearing you said is to do, so that can make sure, kind of solidify the fact that you're listening. So, and you can always use what we call collaborative language. Most top performing salespeople are up to 10 times more likely to use collaborative words. A collaborative word would be we or our project. For example, you might say, we need to find a solution that'll help you most. Collaborative is like co-creating. Words that are pretty powerful when you're expressing your interest and showing that you're listening.